Allah doesn't want wealth to get stuck in the hands of few. Rather, what Allah says in the Quran is, or the principle which Allah gave us in the Quran is the circulation of wealth, so that wealth can circulate among the people, not just among the rich. The circulation of wealth is a principle in the Quran, and Allah wants the wealth to circulate in the society equally, so that every person living in a society can have equal opportunity to grow, to flourish, to nourish, to thrive. Allah doesn't like societies where you have, in modern terms, it's explained as K economy, where you see these top 1% and elite have literally all the money in the city, and on the other side, in the same city, you see people who are struggling to put food on their table. Same city, you see the high-rise apartment, the skyscrapers, the hundreds of millions of dollars of property bought and which is vacant. Nobody's living over there. All these flashy cars and expensive watches and all kind of stuffs. And in that same city, you have the other person who's struggling to pay their rents because the rents are hiking for no good reason. People are people are trapped in debts, student loans, credit card, payday, all kind of loans. People are working hard, but they are not able to grow. Inflation is rising, prices are rising, but the salaries of the people are not. People want to grow in life, but they are not able to grow. Same society, two different lives. How? Because the wealth is circulating just among the elites and 1%. And this is what Allah Allah doesn't like, that wealth just be the concentration of wealth. Allah doesn't like that. He wants prosperity for everyone equally, equal opportunity to grow, equality. Rather, what we see in our world right now is the complete polar opposite of this principle, the circulation of wealth. Money gets stuck with few people. I mean, imagine the 1% of the population of the world holds almost 50% of the wealth of the entire world. How is that sensible? Why? And when this question arises, these rich people or the elite people, they start justifying their practices and whatever they are doing to gain and to hold and to accumulate and to concentrate wealth. One of the reasons they give is because I am so intelligent, because of the knowledge we have, we elite people, because of the knowledge we have, we are so rich. Really, because of the knowledge you have. So just knowledge and creativity and innovation is just stuck in few families rather, and all of the world's family are just stupid people. In the Quran, Allah gives the example of Qarun. The person who used to live in the time of Pharaoh, when the Israelites were enslaved by the Pharaoh. And there was this person named Karun who used to hoard wealth and who used to show off his wealth to Israelites who were enslaved people. Allah sunk him in the earth because of his evil. And one of the reason he gave to the rest of the society, the rest of the people who weren't very rich, he said to them, "I have all this wealth because of the knowledge I have." That's in the Quran. I have all this wealth because of the knowledge I have. Don't you hear that in today's world, where these multi-billionaires, trillion dollar corporations, and all those heavy banks and international corporations and everything, don't you hear these kind of things? We have all of these wealth because we have the knowledge for it. We have some special kind of knowledge which is not accessible for the normal people. No, that's nonsense. In fact, you see, one of the most intelligent people among the middle class family, one of the most intelligent people, all these people who are claiming to be some kind of super intelligent creatures, they don't have wealth because they have some special kind of knowledge. No, because they hoard wealth. They don't let wealth to reach everyone in the society. That's the reason majority of the people are struggling while few of the people are benefiting. And this is what Allah wants us about. It's a principle in the Quran. In the ayah, Allah says, so Allah gave us this principle that Allah doesn't want wealth to be concentrated. Allah wants wealth to be distributed. Everyone should get the opportunity to thrive. Everyone should get opportunity to make money, to get a better life. Everyone. Equality is what Allah wants for humanity. That is what Allah is saying. And what we are seeing in the real world, a complete polar opposite. A complete polar opposite. People working hard, honestly, trapped in debts, mortgage loans, student loans, for the entire life. For the entire life, inflations are rising, prices are rising, but the salaries aren't. And what comes from the government about these situations, that why are these things happening? Oh, because then these governments, they start blaming. What they start blaming? They start blaming some other countries, that because of those countries our country is suffering, or because immigrants our country is suffering, or because so and so our country is suffering, neglecting or hiding the real answer, which is governments are serving the elites. Governments are serving the elites. All the billion-dollar contracts goes to the people who fund the election. All of it. I mean, if we start out talking about corruption and inequality, I think there will be thousands of videos around the web. But that is not I'm trying to focus on. What I am trying to focus is the principles which Allah gave, because when we internalize the principles Allah gave, we can eliminate all of the problems in the society. All of it. Only if when we start internalizing the book of Allah. Only if we do that. See, these problems doesn't just exist in some problems don't just exist in some level of society. Yeah, it exists over there. I'm trying to frame the answer, what I'm trying to say correctly. Yeah. So the principle Allah gave us, of course, I told you about that earlier in the video, is so that wealth doesn't concentrate in the societies. There are few people who don't want majority of the people to thrive, so that their competition don't increase. They want people to be enslaved. They want people to be stuck in their 9 to 5 jobs. They don't want other people to start their own businesses, or their businesses may become successful. They don't want that. They want people to suffer. They want people to be stuck, to stay in debt. Debt is the new form of slavery in today's world. Keep people stuck in the cycle of repayments of the debt, and they won't be able to rise up against us ever. So our job is to bring the principle Allah gave us in the Quran back in our lives and teach it to our children so that we can have a better future. The principle of circulation of wealth, that wealth be circulated in every part of society, in every level of society.